Preservation of capital is more important than making money. And you want to lock in your trades, and you also want to protect your downsides at the same time.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of AmericanDreamTrading.com's live futures and education program. This is an outreach of AmericanDreamTrading.com, which was created by, formed by, owned by, managed by, incorporated by Chad Christian nearly 4+ years ago, 5 years almost now, 4 years being live, which we'll be celebrating here in the next week and a half or so. And my name is Mark McSee. I'm one of the moderators here at American Dream Trading, and I'm your host here daily from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, each and every day, Monday through Friday. Glad you could be here. If this is your first time here, you know the routine. Click subscribe, like, share, and turn on your notification buttons so that you know when we go live, so you don't miss any of our future broadcasts. We are live here at AmericanDreamTrading.com 3 times daily. Coach is live from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. daily. I'm live from 2 to 4. And then we have the aftermarket show starting at 5 p.m. over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. So check that out too. If you haven't been to our YouTube page, make sure you go over there, click subscribe. There's also over 2,000 free training videos that you can watch at your convenience at any time. So go there and click subscribe on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Thank you very much. Glad you can be here. This is the Futures Education and Trading program. This show is made better by you asking questions. And by you, I mean those who are watching live now on all our social media platforms. And you can do so by typing in your questions and comments down into your social media chat box. And we will do our best to answer your questions live as time allows. We are also joined by all of our paid members who have access to our live Zoom training and trading starting at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time through 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. And they have access to an open mic. We train and trade live through a live Zoom call. And they can open their mics and ask questions, just like they can open their mics right now and say hello to all you out there. If you care to do so, please open your mic now and say hello.
Hello.
Yo.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hello. How are you? All right. Let's see. Do we have any? I made a change on my audio here. Do we have any echo over on TikTok or YouTube? If you do, please make sure you let me know that. All right. If not, if I don't hear anything, I'll assume everything's A-OK. Good to see D Cells, Double Bounce, Diesel Dan, Nanya over there on the Tiki Talks. One of our moderators over there on YouTube has been kind enough to put all the links to all our current promotions that we have here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. We have our Diamond membership available for a one-time payment of $20,000, or you can make it in multiple payments. Also, we have the Diamond Monthly, which is $850 a month. These Diamond memberships are all-inclusive membership. It has everything we've ever created, all our a la carte things that you'll find on our website, and also any upcoming programs that we developed. We'll be having a Platinum come out here in a little while, in the very near future. That'll be a $1,000 a month benefit right there, memberships. There's 12 grand right there, an additional value. That 20 grand, if you would buy that separately, it would be over 50,000. With the addition of the Platinum, there's another 12,000 on top of that. So everything and anything that we have is all included in that Diamond membership. Check it out. We also have the VIP/futures combo going on. This is a special promotion. This is not going to last forever. This is a special promotion. If you buy VIP membership for 12 months, you'll get 6 months of gold for free. If you go the VIP for 6 months, you'll get 3 months for gold for free. And also, it works the same way with the futures. You buy 12 months of futures, you get up to 6 months free also of VIP. So that's how that works, right? So the more you buy, the more you get for free. We also have, you can get the VIP as a standalone. Also, those promotions can all be found on our website, AmericanDreamTrading.com. Head on over there. While you're there, also grab our free Discord. You'll find that also. Scroll down about halfway. Our Discord's always been free, always will be free, and is free today also. Go grab that. By joining, you get instant access and be able to interact with other members of American Dream Trading community. You can ask questions, discuss trades, fill out help desk tickets. There's some educational channels in there that has things not available elsewhere on our website. Check it out, our free Discord. Once you confirm your Discord, then you'll have full access. If you do not confirm your Discord, basically confirming your email, the system will think you are a bot, and within 24 hours will eject you from our Discord. So don't feel offended if you get ejected because you didn't verify your account. That is done automatically by our bot that monitors those things. As you know, that is a big deal on the internet, fake accounts. So we try to do our best not to have fake accounts on our site at any time. Hence the reason for the verification. You have to verify that you're a real human being and not a robot. All right. So what are we doing here today? We're looking at NQ. I played a lot of NQ personally myself today. What else? We have, what else is moving? YM. We were looking at that earlier. I need to move some stuff out of the way here. Hang on. There we go. All right, so YM. We was playing with that. What's going on here? What am I getting this stupid hand on here for? There we go. There we go. YM. That would be the Dow Industrial. So we were running that a little bit. It had some breakouts that we were able to take advantage of. It's kind of went flat a little bit right now. We are getting a pullback below all the indicators as we speak. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be in a downtrend. It is in a very short downturn trend, but it's not going to be there. So I got this regression channel here. I would really want to see a break and hold below that before I would enter into that. If I do NQ, which is the NASDAQ, which is what I like right currently, I was on a big ES kick for a long time, and then I went back to the NASDAQ, and I'm enjoying it also. Very volatile, though. You can rip your face off, and right now it's flat, so it's not that exciting, actually. And what do we got? RTY, which is the Russell. That's your small cap companies index. This is 2,000 of the best small cap. As you can see, it's not too bad. It is diddling in the middle, though. We don't want to diddle in the middle. What's that mean? It's just in the middle of the channel. If you're just now going to enter it, it could very well go up or it could go down. It's right dead center. It's in the median of the channel it's currently trading in. So it's best just to wait until it decides which way it's going to go, up or down, before you'd want to enter that trade. So we'll give that a little bit of room there. Like to see that get down to the 21. Or break and hold below the 9 is which I would really prefer. All right, let me see here. Let me get this out of the road too. Close that one out. Get rid of this thing. All right. Now I'm cooking. Questions, comments? Yes, I can do it. Thank you very much. I can do it. You know how I know I can do it? Because I got a button that says that here somewhere. I was trying to find it. I got my buttons all mixed.
You can do it!
Hello? 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 I don't know what happened there. It's kind of like it.
We can be here. Look, Mark.
All right, kind of froze up there for a minute or something. My OBS kind of, they said we can't hear it. I'm like, it's the first time I've heard about it. All right, there we go.
Yeah, it just happened, Mark.
All right, yeah, I don't know what happened. There was a glitch there somewhere in the software. I clicked on it again and it took off. So, all right, there we go. I don't know. I didn't touch nothing. It just happened. All right. Good. If I'd had to restart all that, I wouldn't have been happy. Okay. Back to the real world. All right. Let's see if we can find something here I want to trade. Shouldn't be too hard. I'm a scalper, right? I can trade just about anything. Let's go look at NQ, my personal favorite. It wasn't doing anything there for a while. Do have an open mic somewhere. Who has the open mic? Please close your mic. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're getting a bounce off the bottom here. Double bottom, triple bottom bounce. Kind of thing going on. What am I on here? 1 minute. I'm going to go up here to play this and see if I can catch a bounce off that 200 to the downside. Or right here, however it wants to do it. And I'll sit over here and see. There's 125, there's 300, 375, 575, 400, 300, and I'll lock that in. $300. Bang. I don't know if it was 300. What did it end up being? 225. All right, I thought I'd seen it change. As you can see down here, or maybe you can't. I am on a paper trading account. I never trade my real live account. Why I am live, I'm paying attention to too many different things at once. I'm not going to risk my personal account. But I still trade the same way on paper as I do real life. In and out. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Now, I do let my runners run when I get them. That was a quick, 10-second scalp, make $225.
Are you scalping Apple?
NQ, the NASDAQ. As you can see right here, it says NQ.
Yeah.
There we go. No, this is futures. I'm trading futures. Now, let's see if I can get some more. Let's go here to the downside. I'm going to use my clue.
You have your Apple screen up, Mark.
How do I have an Apple screen up? Did that glitch out on me too?
I guess it's all Apple.
Huh. Hang on. Oh, you guys see that? They don't. All right, let me see. Let me pull up your Zoom. You guys on Zoom might be seeing it. Share. Okay. Oh, I see why, because I never had issues trying to load this stuff up before we started. Here we go. How's that? Now we all on the same half page? There you go.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go with another scalp to the downside here real quick. See if I can make a buck unless this breaks up the other way against me. I'm taking a gamble. I got in this here soon, assuming this was going to bounce off the 200 and the 9 since they're real close there together. So this could be a loss here, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to take what I can get out of this. There's 150. There's, down 175. Is this going to bounce off here or not? I don't have my L2 up, and let's see, you're going to pull back or not. All right, I'm on hold here for a second. And it ain't looking good for a good old Mark here. He's about to lose $400 or $500 if this don't come back down. They're hanging on. I don't know why I took a trade to the upside when they're clearly stacked on top of each other. That's okay. I just didn't look at the picture quick enough. I was hoping it was going to bounce off the 200. That was a gamble. That was pure gambling there. You don't want to gamble. You want to wait for the break and hold. So I'm going to wait on break and hold here above the 9, or being the 200 and the 9 actually, which is this candle right here. To the upside, I'm going to grab this one here for a few dollars. Let's see what happens, and then pulling back. There we go. 75, 175, 200, 250, 300. Oop, pulling back. And I should have took that up there. Why didn't I? All right, well, let's see here. You can fool me once, fool me twice. There, I'll take that 225. Thank you very much. Now I'm still down $125 because I was playing around with that other trade. Now let's see what happens, if this is going to stabilize or not. All right, you can see my P&L down here at the bottom of the screen, maybe. Some of you can, maybe you can't, depending on your view. It says realized P&L. Yes, sir. Hello? Questions, comments? Okay. What regression channel do you use on TradingView? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. What you see on my screen is a custom script that you get with your paid membership that inlays into, it's a Pine script, that inlays into TradingView. That is our own regression channel here. And it adjusts per whatever chart you're on, 1 minute, 2 minute, 1 hour, 4 hours, year, whatever time frame you are on. That does come with your paid membership in the futures. So you can see here the green line is the top, the red line is the bottom, and the gray is the diddling in the middle of the channel type of thing. What else do we got? Reading. First business mentoring. Thank you for the comment. Jade Maiden, it's NQ for you on TikTok. Thank you for that follow there, June. What was the news? Well, there's all kinds of news today. I don't know what time period you're referring to. There's been quite a few things. Our Mr. T's been saying things publicly today about other individuals. They had a White House meeting on tariffs with the Philippines today. They came to an agreement there. Is there any others that you may be referring to? Those are the top two to come off my head right now. Drop on NQ. Well, I have NQ right here on my chart there, Jeannie. There's an echo with the Zoom in one ear and TikTok in the other. Okay? So the Zoom participants you're hearing echoes on, right? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not.
Well, you're on Zoom. You won't hear it. They're talking about, I need somebody to go monitor.
There's a delay, Mark.
Okay.
Ignore me.
If you're talking about the delay between Zoom and the live, there usually is.
Oh, yeah. But do we have an echo on? They said there's no echo on TikTok. All right. That person doesn't have one. All right. Again, it could be your connection. It could be my connection. It could be anything. But we have more people saying there is no echo. All right. Nanya, I'm going to come over there. You know what? You know what you're going to get? One of these. How do you like that? Nanya, one of our own members. We get 2 of them.
I gotta swing the other direction to mark because they hit me.
All right, I'm down $125. Can I redeem myself before this session is over? Let's see. What happened to my... Hey, I lost my YouTube box. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Hiding. There we go. Put that up there. That way you can see it. All right, what else we got over here? My little chat box is back up there. YouTube's good to see you, Shannon. Just Sell It. James, J-Dog, Laksha. Hello, how are ya? Okay. All right, I'm waiting on this breakout right here. See if this is going to break and hold above this level, which I can play clear up to VWAP. We'll see what happens.
Got some music news for you, Mark.
Music news.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, did he? What?
Yep, he died.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I knew it was coming.
My daughter just sent me the
Is it
pictures of
real, though? Did you verify it?
Yeah, well, she looked it up. Yeah, she doesn't like what I do either.
Yeah, it's
So,
on the news now.
yeah, it's on there.
Well, it's good he got to do his last concert there, 2 weeks ago?
Yep. Wow.
There you
He's a
go.
legend.
Ozman. You heard it here. Has nothing to do with trading, but you know, we like to give people all kinds of culture in American Dream Trading. Here I am up $50, $75, $125, $150, $175, $150. Come on, one little pop here, get up there. You're gonna make it up one more or not? I don't have my L2 in front of me. This is driving me nuts. And 200, I'll take that 200. That should make me positive. Yes, it does. $50 positive for the day. Yay! Where's my cheer at? I can't even cheer myself. Where's my cheer button at? Oh, I tell you. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. Squirrel. That'll work. I got to get my L2 here. I'm going to get me my, I got to get disconnected L2 here somewhere. Where's it at? Is that it? Where'd it go? There it is. Oh, okay. That's much better. Now I can see what's going on here. All right. Here we go. Problem is now I can't. I got to go over here. What am I trading? NQ, NQ, NQ. Where are you here? I got to click you there. There we go. Now I got, ooh, look at that. That wants to pull back down to 218 and a quarter. A little late to the game now. Missed that. Missed it. 218 and a quarter. Let's see. Oh, what's it at right now? 218. Huh. Gosh, that marquee, he just, how does he know these things? Now it wants to go down to 216. Now it wants to go down there and bounce off that area. And the wick already touched it. So right now it's just going to sit here and huddle for a while. It wants to maybe possibly go to 220, but that's right about where it's at now. It's trapped between this 216 area here. It may want to go down to 214. I'm going to see right here's the test. Is it going to bounce off this indicator? They're fighting over the price right now. I really don't want to just jump in. I could. I'm seeing it wants to pull down to 215. Where are we at now? 217. Oh, that's $2. I'll take a chance on that. I'll buy that for $1. Let's see. Here we go. It's going to be a quick one. I ain't going to play around. There's 25. There's down, down. Come on. See, I got in this one a little dangerous based on just what the L2 was showing me. I should wait for a break and hold any other normal circumstance. I took a risky trade here. And when you know, the L2 suckered me in because that order's not there anymore. It's all right, we'll give it a second here just in case. There's one hiding down there. They want to get it. I'm not going to play around. I'm going to take the green as soon as I can get it. I'm watching. There's 214s, 213s at the bottom of the L2. 213s, 213 and a quarter, 213. Come on, pull 212s. Starting to see 212s. It should be getting in and pull down a little bit here now. Come on, hold. Come on, get down there. Come on. Come on, get back down there. 213, 215. That ain't good for me. That ain't good. Come on, back down. Come on, you tested it. That was only showed like 25 or 75 bucks profit. I guess I could have took that. 214 showing up again. They're fighting over the price. I'm going to hang on here. This time I'm going to let my green get away. There it is. 125 bucks. Bam, out. Up 75 bucks now. All right, there we go. On 5 contracts. How do I change that? Well, I can go over here and change that anytime I want because normally, you know how many I'd be trading at this time? 100 contracts. But we won't do that. We'll just take it up to, let's go 20. I normally would be trading 20. Oop, I didn't want to buy. Oh well, I'm in the trade now. I clicked the wrong button. Doggone it. Now I got to wait for that to get back up here. Now I'm in a losing trade because I wanted to click the X up here and I clicked the buy button instead. Because Mark's tired, wasn't paying attention. Let's see if I end up getting green anyway here. One little pop will do it. There's 100. There's 400. Bang, good. Whew. Got out of that one with skin in my teeth, didn't I? That could have been disastrous. Why is that not showing up here? That's only showing $175. What's going on here? Why ain't my capital? Why aren't them things going up? Hey, I got ripped off. I didn't get credit for that. Look, it says 175. Oh well, you'll have that. We'll see what goes on here. Let me do another quick pop, see if this thing is actually recording my gains and losses down here on my P&L. Let's see. Well, it's showing my P&L. It's showing that. All right, there's 100 bucks. Let me see what that showed. Yep, it did that time. See, that last trade didn't give me credit. Now I got 275 because it showed 100 on that, right? All right, I'm going to play this up to VWAP. If it'll get that high just a hair before VWAP, I'm going to get out. That's my plan. Right up there by that white line and the yellow line up here where they hook together. Now I'm right here, a little mini double top. It's got to fight that. This is going to be a tough spot to get a buck out of, but I just jumped in to explain that's why I want to get out. It's because VWAP's up here, right? If I can get a few bucks green, I'll take it. We'll see if it touches it. If it turns green, I'm out. Again, this was another dumb trade I just jumped into. Oh, after this one, we'll do more sensible trades the way that I normally trade instead of just jumping in and out like this. Or it makes sense to take a trade. Hopefully it goes back up. Take my eye off the candle here. Watching that candle. Candle needs to come up right about here. Right about the top of where that wick's at. Or Mark's going to be in a losing trade. And is he going to get up there? Pop. All he needs one little pop. Come on, get up there above that diddle in the middle mark. Come on, pop, 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 pop. Come on. Come on, you can get up there. You can do it. Come on. We are getting increases on the L2 on the other side, but they're fighting back and forth right now. So I'm going to hold tight here before I rip the Band-Aid off. Take a loss. I'm seeing if it's going to pop or not. If it ain't, you got to rip the Band-Aid off sometimes. Take the loss on purpose to prevent further loss. Let's see here. Come on. Seeing 226s at the bottom of the L2. They want to push it up a little bit. There it is, 200 bucks. Whew, got out of that one. I'm up 375 now. All right. That was a dumb trade to take. Right there, it wasn't stacked up on top there. Well, now see, I could have held on longer, but because I got into a trade I knew I shouldn't have got into, as soon as I saw green, I got out, right? I wasn't worried about how much I was making. I just wanted to make sure I made $1 and got out, right? Just to preserve my self-esteem for doing something stupid, right? So if you catch yourself doing things that you knew you shouldn't have done to start with, and it kind of happens, you get lucky and it happens to pop. Now, what I want to wait here on is a break and hold above this level, which is a double, triple top here, all right? Strong resistance. So there's my break. I want to see another candle stack on the shoulder, just like this one did here above that line. If it does that, then I will enter the trade. But not until then. But yes, you're giving up all that money. Well, yeah. Some of our traders will take this strong candle and get in and out. I could have, but I want to stick to what my entry criteria is, because it could very well pull back. Could I have made money on that candle? Yep, right. I could have been in after 10 seconds and made money, right? But I'm looking, see if this thing's going to go onward. So I'm gonna wait for the next candle to form on this one. If it does, this is my break. There's my hold candle, or this is my break candle. There it is right there. This has good energy, and it is on the shoulder of the previous candle. There we go. I got good energy in there. I'm going to hurry up and take that, see what I can get out of it. All right. See, there's no guarantee that it would continue to go up, but that is a good indication when it's on the shoulder of the previous candle. All right. That it has some sort of upward movement. And you can see this one may not. It may just be one of them that just die on you, right? I'm going to wait here and see. I got some 238s down there at the bottom of the L2. I was watching this here. See, now this thing ran out of steam. You just never know. You don't ever know how high is the high or how low is the low. You just got to go with there's 400, 300, 400. I'll just go ahead and take that 400 if I can hit the button. It's a little hard on this laptop. Well, I'll end up taking 200. All right, now I'm back to 375. All right, so let me see. Is that still a good trade? Is this going to show energy in here or not? I do have a little mini double top over here. I'm going to go ahead and jump back in this just because it was a good trade to start with, right? Let's see if this has any more upward momentum. I'm watching this level right over here out of the corner of my eye, all right? I know it's there. I don't actually have a line drawn there, but I can see that there is a level there, right? If you look to your left, look backwards on your chart as you go, there's $300. I'll go ahead. Oh, I think it might have been $500. Yes, it was $500. I'm now at $775. This is how you do it, all right? See, whew, look at that big pop I missed. It's okay. You're always going to leave money on the table. You don't worry about it. You just trade to trade is in front of you. See, now this is part of the problem with scalping is now I'm out of the trade. Now I'm getting up to a critical area. Do I want to jump back in? Do I want to just wait? Do I want to see if it bounces and play the downside? This in and out all the time trading is stressful, and it actually costs you money. Had I got in here, down here with this EWO and rode this up, it would have been one trade, one click, and in, right? I wouldn't have had all that jumping in and out. If I had done, what was I trading there? Well, I know I increased my size, but there's 75 times 5 is how much? Somebody do the math. I ain't got time. Where's my calculator? I can't do math in my head. I don't even know where my calculator is at the moment. It's buried here somewhere.
450.
How much?
375.
All right. So there's $375 with per contract times 20. I think I was doing 5 to start with. Well, let's say I was doing, that would have been $7,000, right? That I was doing 5, so. But it's better to stay in and let it go. I was jumping in and out, right? Instead of paying attention to what was going on. Now, I waited till up here anyway, so I kind of got in late to start with. All right, so am I going to enter this trade to the upside? Probably not, but I got this channel up here, regression channel. Can I play it to the downside? Yeah, I can play it. You know, I could do a short, quick scalp to the downside right there. Ah, a little slow on the click there, buddy. Just cost myself $200. Did you see that? I missed that button. And now I'm down to 375. All right. So to the upside, I wouldn't enter unless, I'm going to show you why. See how these right here at the top? You got to respect those levels. You know, I would wait. Now, I entered this on purpose. You always want to wait for it to break above the previous level because that's already formed a mini resistance there, right? To the upside. Let's see now if I can squeeze, if this happens to get lucky, right? That's why you always want to wait for it to break above the extra level there, right? All right, so there's 200, there's a $900, I took that. All right, so good. Now I got my 775 back, okay? Now, that's why I'm saying, see, this is what usually happens. If it comes up here, it will put, because it's already thinks that that's a level right there, right? I can pretty much draw a line right there, right? Let me show you. And you can see why that is resisting there. All right, look back here. I can probably go back here. Look how it is on the bottom of these candles here, right? Pretty close to them levels. Probably if I went back further, I could probably find some more evidence, right? It don't just stop randomly. It doesn't just stop because you got into trade. Oh, I'm going to take this guy's money. That ain't how it works. Historical.
Sometimes.
Yeah, you think, yeah, I know. Me too. It's historical levels matter, and that's why you need to have good charting, right? For that reason. So, anyhow. What else? NQ is very volatile. Now, can I play this up to here now? Yes, I could have. I should have had it here, but I'm talking. So now over here above this level where this hesitated, I got another little one over here. Now, can I draw a line there? Yeah, but then I'm going to have 50 different lines on my chart that I really don't need. So I could see visually. I can put my cursor here. I don't know how well you can see that at home, but it puts a little dotted crosshairs here that draws a line across. So, you know, I can see behind me that there's a level right here, right, where these candles touch. But it really wouldn't do me any good to put a line there because look how close it would be. The line would be right here and right here. You get too many lines on, then your historical lines don't really mean anything. All right, so can I play this back to the downside? Well, I can, yeah, but I want to wait on a break and a hold to the downside. If I was by myself, not talking, trading my real account, will I snag that one candle? Yes. If I'm doing it where I'm not disturbed and I can, well, I'm always disturbed, but they got medicine for that. If nobody's bothering me, if I'm by myself, like I am usually between 2 and 4 a.m., I'm trading on my own. I will do single candle scalps, but it's got to be quick. You can't, you know, if you're not going to enter in with a rigor like I do, mine is always the break and hold of the 9. That's my entry criteria. Or if I'm just showing up like here, let's just say I come in, I'm like, oh, I like AQ, I really like trade it, right? Well, I'm going to wait on the break and hold of the level it's currently at before I enter. I want to make sure, right? I got this regression line right here. I want to, you know, probably the time this broke and hold, it would be up here at the top of that anyway. Same way down, okay? Here's the 9. Is my white line is my 9 EMA. So my criteria, if I'm going to stick to it, and I usually do, you know, is to wait for the break and hold below the 9 here, then enter. Yes, the 21 and all that's there. I'll deal with that when it gets there. But right now, it's bouncing off the 9. What, Ralph? Your mic's open, Ralph.
My mic is open.
It was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was.
My bad.
All right.
I was saying I was looking at one of my trades that took 11 days. I'm sorry. But I'm about to get ready to, you know, I got the appointment, so I got to get ready to get signed in for that and everything. So I'm going to have to say my goodbyes here in a second anyway.
Okay. Great.
All right.
All right.
Yeah,
thanks for helping out today. Thank you for imparting your wisdom upon the group.
No problem.
Ralph, one of our moderators here at AmericanDreamTrading.com into futures. He helps everywhere, but he's our go-to swing trader / currency guru. Whether he wants to be called a guru or not, that's beside the point. But,
Good night, Ralph.
Goodbye, Ralph. Bye,
See you, Ralph.
Bye, Ralph. Good night.
Ralph is the calm, soothing voice of the people.
Good
Oh,
night, guys. Don't go rogue.
don't go rude.
Don't trade powwow.
All right. Take care of your dad. All right. What else we got? Questions. Who's got questions? Because I got answers I haven't used yet today. Who's got questions? What's your question?
So that green candle that broke above that white line, that's not considered the hold.
Here? The 9 or the line?
No, not the white line.
Oh, yeah. Well, this one would have been, this one could have been.
It could have been?
Could have been.
And you would have sold within probably the other candle.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I don't, quite honestly, when it wicks above and breaks the line, I don't count that. I want to see the candle above the line as a break. Okay. So to me, no, I wouldn't have entered here officially, on a break and hold, because all I see is the wick. When the wick just pokes it, I don't count that. I want to see the body come up through, right? Like back here, the candle come up, right?
Yeah.
But the other ones didn't stack, so I wouldn't have entered there, right? So, yeah.
Okay.
Personally, that's how I would, right? So.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So now we're waiting on the same criteria. If this is going to move the upside, we are approaching power hour. This is the last part of the day. The volume's not what it usually is, as it would be between 9:30 and 11. But now, had I been in an EWO, I would still be in it because I would have entered over here, and I would trust the 9 and just ride the 9 the whole way up because I've been jumping in and out like a crazy person. I'm up $775. I could have been up more, right? By just staying in and let it do its thing, trust the indicators, let it, as long as it stays above the 9, I stay in the trade. No reason to really get out. Yes, I'd have gave up profit up here, right, when it pulled back, but, you don't know. This thing could go sky high the rest of the day, right? Me, I got to jump in now. I got to reevaluate, wait for my criteria, break and hold above this next level before I get in, or compromise my entry criteria. So, do I prefer the 1 minute EWO? Well, no, it's a 2 minute EWO, but the EWO does work on all time frames. I'm not playing the yes. You're correct. This 1 minute chart, 2 minute would be the proper EWO here, right here, right. So it's always a 2 minute EWO. I never do. Yes, technically there is a 1 minute, but that's not how we market it here and talk about it and train on it. It's on a 2 minute time frame. You always go up, you never go down. Also, if you want the candles to look a little slower, then you go up a higher time frame. You don't go backwards. I just had it on 1 minute because I happen to be scalping today on the 1 minute. Why? Because it was volatile. I have been scalping regularly on the 2 minute, believe it or not. It's a lot less chaotic. But today, just because of the way things are, it's kind of flattened out again. Now it's back in these channels. NQ did have this breakout, but you can see it's getting heavy again. So do I want to play that to the downside or not? I don't know. But I'm going to wait on my entry criteria, the break and hold below the 9. All right? So I don't worry about the 21. I recognize the fact that it is there, yes. Okay? But until I see a break and hold with oomph, all right? And again, it's a visual thing for me, how I do that. Others would have jumped in here as it was breaking through. In fact, I seen Coach do something like that today. But he was scalping. He was in his hyper scalping. So I'm watching this candle here. This is my candle. Is it going to be on the shoulder of the previous, right here, right? And is it going to have energy to the downside or not? All right? If it does, I'll end up buying it. I'm looking at the L2 over here. Is the numbers getting smaller on the bottom of the bid side? No, they're not. There's a 234 barely showed up, but the numbers are bouncing around, so I'm not confident at all this is going to go down right now, right at this very second. Somebody can come in here and throw a bunch of orders, and L2 confirmed what the candle was showing. And look at that. See, there's where you break and hold. You know, you want to see it. It still could go down. Well, it didn't, did it? So if I'd have got in that trade, I'd have lost money. That's why the break and hold is effective for me if you stick to it. And I was just jumping in like a wild man earlier on the broadcast, right? And you can see what happened. I ended up losing money. Not that this guarantees you're going to make money. Nothing is guaranteed. But what I want to do, what I think I can do in my power to wait on that setup that I know works for me in the way that I trade. Break and hold of the 9, either the upside or the downside. And again, I'm not doing it willy-nilly. Where's my other indicators? Where's my critical levels, right? I know VWAP is down here. I know the 55's there, 21's here, which I'm not too concerned about. They probably more than likely will bounce off the 21, but we haven't really broke that much. And over here was a little chaotic. So I'm still, if I get a break and hold below the 9, I'm going to take it. Or break and hold above the 9. Now the problem with the upswing is I have this level right here I got to watch. So if I would get in it, I would take a very quick trade. You can see the last time it came up, it bounced off this line, right? This 243 level. All right. Thank you. Hold, yes, I am holding until I am making a decision here. Questions, comments? Okay, well, we'll sit here and watch paint dry. I want to see if this, what I want really is to see if this is going to break above here. This here piddling around with this a little bit. I can still make money here though, right? So I trade 20 contracts, that's quite a bit. So, do I want to trade 100? No, not really. I will reduce the size of my trades to reduce my risk. So now yes, I'm not going to make as much, but I'm not going to lose as much either, right? In chaos. All right, here we go. Is this going to break and hold? It's a big gamma candle, maybe. There's a break. Is it going to hold there? I still got 42 seconds left on this candle. It's a new candle. We'll see. Again, might be getting rejected here. All right, we'll see. We are looking. I still have 25 seconds. How do I know that? Well, there's a little, it's hard to see. Matter of fact, that kind of ticks me off how little it is. But over here, there's a little countdown timer right here in this green box. Shows how many seconds are left on the current candle. Could I have made money on this candle by the time it was sitting here and I could have got in and got out? Yeah, I could have, right? So, but I'm going to wait and see. Is this going to be a true break and hold? All right, there's one there. Clicked too soon. What did I do that for? Anyway, I got in this one here too soon. I seen green and clicked it without waiting to see if the candle was. So I broke my own criteria. So I'm going to take that $100, get out just because I broke my own criteria. I want to wait and see because that could pull back, right? Why? Because I got this little mini double top right here that I got to break out above. So I want to see energy on this candle to the upside. I got lucky there. I made $100 anyway, right? So does that look like candle look like it has a lot of energy to you to the upside? It's not too hard to see, right? Not. It's just kind of, right? Not enough oomph in it. And that's why, that's what I was waiting to see. That's why when I said, I don't know why I clicked the button, but I did, and I took that $100. It was a good thing I did because I broke my criteria by a few seconds for getting in. As you can see, it did not end up meeting the criteria, and it's a good thing I took that $100 or whatever it was, right? Here's another candle. Is this really on the shoulder of the previous candle? No, but now I'm comparing it to this right here, this double top here, this last one that was formed. If it can break and hold above that, okay. Now my new entry criteria is right here, right? If it breaks and holds this level. Can I put a line there? Yes, I can put a line there. So you can see what I'm talking about, right? I'm going to use the wick here because there's a wick of this candle and this one's almost there. I want to see this get up above there. I'll delete this line here in a bit, but I want to see that. Unknown caller. Well, you know what, unknown caller? I don't answer unknown callers. You're on my call list. I ain't answering you. Telemarketer. All right. Am I going to have energy up here? We'll give it a shot and see what happens. There I go. There's 300, 400. Got oomph. I'm watching the candle. Oomph, 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 oomph. I'll take that $1,300. Bam, just like that. Now I'm up $2,075. So again, I'm watching for it. Now I have an issue up here. I'm coming up to the previous day low plus at the top of this regression channel. It's just the regression channel just shows you where it's trading at as far as a channel. It's just another trend line kind of if you want to get down to it, and this is the top of it. So, all right. All right, so now I'm looking this scalp again. Now I got to wait. Now, going back to the EWO, would it have not been a much easier and less stressful trade to trade the 2-minute EWO trading strategy? You would have got in down here. I'll put a little line there roughly. Right here's what you would have considered getting in down here, right? So I could have got in there and just sat in this. As long as that stays above the 9, does not break and hold below the 9, I stay in the trade. Would I not be in a lot of money? Because right here would have been my entry when I went up to here, right? My entry would have actually been above VWAP because I had waited for it to get above VWAP. But we'll say right here, right, on up. Been a lot less stressful, right? A lot more overall profitable because every time I'm evaluating the trade, I am not currently in the trade and I'm missing those little micro movements. And those do add up over time. But anyway, I'm up $2,075 as we speak. Okay. Phantom says, take it. Yep. Yep, that's what I do. I'll jump in and out. I'm trying to let the runners run, but right now it's just not showing that it wants to run anywhere, so I'm just snagging what I can get. All right. What is a mini double top? Albert asks over there on TikTok. Well, it's not no such term. It's just my term. It's just this here's a double top. It didn't previously exist, right? I can see, well, see that one's a triple top. So what I'll see is these little, like these things here where they come up and they're all mixed and mashed in here. You got to pay attention. Is it really a strong double top? Well, I wouldn't know unless I draw a line and go back in history and look, right? These lines that I already have on my chart, I already verified that they have additional places in history of this chart that it's done the same thing. It's come up here, bing, stop, bing, stop. Now, another thing you need to realize is we are setting new 52-week highs here. So this is kind of new territory. Speaking of which, what was the 52-week high on this was 252 or something? 424. So 424, that's up there. We're 200 off. So it's just recently been up in these levels. So there's really probably not a lot of bona fide, good, long-term historical data for me to draw my lines on. So right now I'm just looking to see where it stopped previously, right? I can look behind me. That's why I just called it a mini, and I didn't mean to create confusion by calling that. It's not really a term. It is a double top. Come up here and stopped. Now I'm here, so that's twice. It's hit that area, so that would tell you that's a strong area of resistance, and it's going to take some oomph to get it above that line. If not, it's going to just pull back, okay? That's what happens with double tops, double bottoms, triple tops, triple bottoms, and such. But once it breaks through, you know, you can take it for a ride. So this did not clearly break and hold above this level, right? Really want to see another candle on the shoulder of that one. Thank you, Blamley, Mermaid, Phantom for following the host. Appreciate it. And Alert, following the host. Thank you for those likes and follows and shares. Please don't forget to share. All right. What do we got over there? What's the YouTubes? What's the YouTubes want? They got any questions? Nobody in the YouTubes got a question. Okay, whatever. You guys watching, you know it all now. That's great. Come on, I got answers I haven't used today. All right, so what am I doing here? Am I going to get in this trade? No real need to, right? I'm up $2,075. I'm waiting on this. It's very chaotic. The volume's not there. They don't know what they want to do. Got all these dojis. And they hear points of indecision. They're neither good nor bad, but it just means they couldn't agree on the price, and the buyers and sellers kind of outweighed each other. There was no definitive move up or down. All right. Wow, I can't believe Ozzy's gone. Grew up with Ozzy.
He was barely hanging on, man. Did you see him perform like recently?
Yeah, he just had his concert. He sat in a chair the whole time.
Yeah.
Throne, whatever you want to call it. It was just what, 2 weeks ago?
Was it? I thought
last week?
It might have been last week. Yeah,
last week?
Definitely not longer than 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I have 2 questions actually.
Okay.
Okay. So you know how on that 2-minute EWO you preferred to wait above the break of VWAP?
Yeah. 2-minute EWO, if it says to get in and everything else looks pretty good, you're never, I shouldn't say never, you're not always going to have a 6-star trade, what we call, which would mean all that's our term, right? All the indicators are behind you, right? That doesn't happen all the time. I mean, if it does, it's great. But if VWAP and the 200 are way up here and it gives you an entry, I mean, this one here, yes, VWAP was up here. But yeah, that close, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for it to break up there, right?
Okay.
So I'll give it that. Why not, right? Because if you jump in there, it may just come up one candle and reject it and go back the other way, right?
Yeah, it's more assurance, of course.
Yeah, exactly. That must be the old TikTok sound to, says I don't know. It's a TikTok thing saying it didn't have the good connection. I don't know.
So yesterday I got stopped out, missed like a huge runner, but I had done an EWO trade and it had gone like 10 or 15 ticks away from my entry. I pulled up my stop to just, just to cover the fees.
Yeah.
And it came back and it touched me. Touched my stop, got out, and then it made a huge run.
Yep.
Is it even at like 10 or 15 ticks, like, do you still give it breathing room to come in and potentially pull you red, or is it okay to, because I missed like a huge run, and obviously that's going to happen, but, is it okay to bring it to break even, or should I still give it room to run?
Which was you trading?
I was, oh goodness, yesterday that was, let's see, it was either ES or YM. I missed that huge pull to the downside. And
you said you only had a 15 tick on it?
It had like 10 or 15 ticks in the profit, so I pulled my stop to break even.
What's an average ATR? What's your average ATR on that? It's probably like 25 or 30, right? So when you go up there, you just split it less than what the average movement of one candle is, right? So that's why you got stopped out. So I mean, yeah, it's fine. You locked in, you didn't lose. It was a green trade, right? Or you at least broke even. So that part's good. But you do want to maintain, when you slide your stops around, you still got to respect that average true range, and actually give it more, right? Because you want to pad it a little bit, right? And I'm sitting here talking, and I just lost $4,000 fake money. That's all right. I'm talking. This is. No. This is fine. This is the exact reason I don't trade with real money. I'm talking to you and thinking about what I'm saying here. Yeah, when you slide, you start, sliding your stops. I don't know what I mean by that here. Let me demonstrate here just so for the people watching at home. All right. When you enter with a pre-programmed stop, I have, this is 30. Doesn't matter. It's close enough, right? And I'm going to go short. All right. So, let's go 10, whatever, 10 units, doesn't matter. Why is this not lighting up? This thing's over top. I'm like, I can't see it. All right, so now I entered a trade. So if this goes down, got fortunate, it actually went down after I bought it. My ATR on this is, I got it shut off, so I don't even know what it is. Wait here. Let me pull this up. We can do this without getting stopped. No, I don't have the ATR turned on this right now. Well, let's just say it's 20, all right?
Okay.
25. I go in with a 25. Now this is a 30. So as this goes down, okay, I'm in profit, right? Well, if I slide this down right now to lock in that money that way, well, heck, I'm only I'm only 2 ticks away, right? You're going to get stopped out for sure. Look, see, you would have already. Yeah. So you have to let it get that amount away before you go slide. And what he's talking about is you can take your stop, and once it gets in profit, you can put it on this side, and you guarantee your profit. It happens just have a knife drop and pull back, I would be guaranteed $450. I'd assumed it moved that far, right? So that's what he's talking about. So well, as you do that, as in this case, as the candle goes down and you're making money, you got to maintain some sort of gap, right? Do you have to maintain the same 25? Well, no, but just understand an ATR is that. It's average true range, which means how much does that candle move up and down during that time period in there. So if it's 25 is the average, well, you know, that's just average. What happens if you get an extra bigger average, right? So you do want to maintain that distance as this goes down. So, you know, let's just say this candle got down to here, okay? Well, if this candle was down to my next level down here, I may want to lock in here, right? And after it breaks and goes to the next level, okay, now it's at the next level. Now I can move it down just a hair there in case it pulls back, right? I can't let go of this because it'll kill the trade. In the same way, all the way down, as it breaks each level, you know, split the difference, right? While maintaining some semblance of an ATR, right? Well, let's see if this, because what happens is, oh, okay, well, I'm going to put this right here right now. I want to make sure that, you know, I'm guaranteed that. Well, what happens is, because this candle gyrates 20 or 25 per, in this candle's case, 1 minute candle, this could very easily, you know, this is only, oh, here, I can measure it. Here, let's do it this way. All right, so we'll do it in real time, right? So right there's 20 ticks, just right there. See how far that is? So you got to give it some room. It can move that far right back up to where that stop is and stop me out. Yes, I'm guaranteed $350, but what if this takes off, right? So you have to understand the distance of it. And TradingView gives us the measuring tool, but, and you know, you can also set this here. It'll show you how many ticks instead, right? All right, so now I'm up here. So if this gets down here, you know, that's 70 ticks, right? So obviously I can split the difference. If this goes all the way down below that line, if I go that way, then, you know, I'm at least 35 ticks there, right? I can go a little tighter, right? And I can guarantee and lock in my profit in case it pulls back. So you just have to give it, you have to respect that average movement of a candle before you slide your stops. That's what I usually do. I will do it every level that it breaks, you know. So I'll wait for this one to get down here, and let's say there's a line right here. When it hits that next line, then I'll slide it down to this line. When it gets down to the next line, I'll slide it down to that line. When it gets to the next one, and I'll keep about a split 50% of the additional gains of profit. All right.
All right. So then if it comes back and it does touch it and it continues to run, it just happenstance. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you have no control over that, right? Yeah. The only thing you could do is not have that there and get out of your trade by clicking the X in TradingView, right? You know, take the full profit instead of any of it. See, here, you know, if I move this here right now, all right, I can guarantee myself, no matter if I let go of this, which I'm not going to because the candle's moving that way, I can guarantee myself 600 out of the 700 profit if this pulls back. And it would stop me out because you can see the candle right there. The wick's touching it, right? Oh, crap, I only got 600 instead of 900. Well, you know, it's because you have it too tight. That's not no 20 ticks, right? Or whatever.
No.
So, and that's the danger when you slide. So just respect it. Let it do its thing, right? When it's, so you slide that down, I don't know if you use TradingView, but if you trade through TradingView, you know, as this moves down and it's still too tight to slide the stop down, I keep my finger right here on the button. If it starts to retrace, bam, I'll close it out, take that $1,250. Bam. Just like that, right?
Okay.
All right. So.
All right. And then the second question is, if something's breaking, like if something's breaking a level, if there's a candle that's breaking a level and it has a lot of juice and it's coming in hot, do you ever not wait for the hold if it has a lot of juice? And if so, what's the criteria for you to be like, oh, this one's a good one to hop in even without the hold?
Okay, what do we call that when we do that? Any idea? Call that chasing candles. being a candle chaser. You know what happens when you chase candles? Usually,
Flow counts.
it pulls back on you as soon as you enter.
Yeah.
Because you get excited. Oh, look at that. I'm going. Everybody in. Sell the house, sell the wife, sell the kids, put all the money in the pot. Let's buy this now, right? And you get excited because you see that, right? Now, am I prone to doing that? Yes. I'm a human just like everybody else. Like, oh, cow, right? Now, where do we see that mostly? We see that at market open, the market close, and that's why Coach tells us to stay out of that during them times, right? So you don't get caught up into that stuff. News breaks, I mean, yeah, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to pay attention, but yeah, the rules go out the window. If you're going to jump in a gamma candle, what we call them when you get them big candles, well, it is what it is, right? You can get in, get out in 10 seconds, whatever. Grab whatever you can snag off of that. But you don't know. It might be a news event that just happened, right? And it could keep going. So that's the that's the danger of jumping into it. Why is it? If you're like we know on our American Dream Trading, we know when all the economic news is going to be released every day, right? Every week. All of our paid members get into VIP Gold, get a newsletter, and they know when the economic news releases are going to be. Our other members are aware of it also, but it's usually a few minutes beforehand, right? You know, but we know about it. That's part of what we do for our members here at American Dream Trading with a paid membership, right? And we make money off those economic news events that are scheduled. Now, is that information publicly available on the internet? Well, of course it is. Where do you think I get it at, right? So when I publish the newsletters, I go to the internet and I see what's there for each and every day and what time, and that's what I put in a newsletter. So anybody,
which we love and appreciate, even though Christina doesn't use it. We love and appreciate.
I know that Christina don't look at nothing. I tell you what, I don't know. I try to help, and she just doesn't appreciate me.
All right, well, thank you.
But if we know those things are coming, we know there's most likely a gamma candle coming, and we can play them on purpose, right? Purpose, so we can
we know the reason,
Yeah, so we know if it's going to go up or down, knee-jerk reaction as a general rule before it settles out. So, when you're prepared for that action to happen at a very specific time, right, then you can set up and play that if you're a master scalper, right? It's not for the faint at heart. When somebody gets on TV and opens their pie hole and it takes off, that's a lot more difficult. Now you're chasing a candle, and really you don't know why at first, right? And somebody will say, oh, this guy got on TV and said this, right? And that's why it happened. And we all go, oh, okay. And in the meantime, does it mean it's just, you got to judge at the time what's going on, really. Don't chase candles. Don't chase candles. That's the best, safest bet. Wait for it to settle back down. If it takes off like that, it usually ain't going to last more than a minute or two anyway, right? As a general rule. I was trying to maintain a resemblance of real trading here. I got this trade that's open here. I'm down $400. I was up 2,000. Yeah, it doesn't matter. No, it's fake money. It's fake money anyway. It's not real. Don't chase candles, right? Be like the speeding car that comes down or flying after the road. Dog runs out like he's going to catch it. Well, what would that dog do if he catches the tire on that car? If he actually got hold of it while the car's moving, he's going to get run over, right?
Yep.
So don't
end up like poor Ozzy.
Yeah, don't chase. That's why we say don't get in. Can you make a lot of money at market open if you jump right in? Sure can. I do it. You can also get your face ripped off in a real hurry too. So there's many hours in the day to trade. Don't worry about that one instant in time. I'm still going to jump in on them myself, but if I can. But it's the unscheduled ones that have potential to do the most damage. So, all right, other questions. Let's see. Hey, Eminem, good to see you. Who's over there? Who else we got? Rihanna, come in. How did you make today? He did good. I don't know who he's talking about, me or somebody else. Without backing all the way up. Yes, Ozzy is no longer with us. Mikey the Sweet Tea's in the house. D-Rock. Hey, how's it going? Oh, yeah, best newsletter. D-Rock is on the treadmill watching. Ooh, learning why he's getting in shape. Okay. Maria twisted his arm. Okay. Yeah. I'm afraid of her, too. Okay. Let me see. There's Dave S. over there and Tiki Talk. By the way, Dave is leading today in the little contest. Who's got the most gifts? He's way ahead of Yardot and Nunya. Well, not way ahead. It's still a good race there. Bucko's in the house. He is our moderator over in teaching moderators over in the crypto with the Crypto Kings and Queens. Helping people make money while they watch them make money each and every day. If you got a crypto question, feel free to type it right there in the chat box on TikTok. Bucko will answer that for you as long as he's here. So anyway. All right, so Dave, Nunya, Yardot, Luxury. Doge, tell me about it. It's a meme coin. That's about all I can tell you about that. I don't trade it, don't follow it. Bucko can, though, but me personally, no, I can't. If you direct your question to Bucko, the moderator, he would be able to. Again, none of us are licensed financial investors, and as such, neither I nor anyone else associated with American Dream Trading can give you investment, financial, or tax advice at any time. This is for educational purposes only. Do you never mimic anything that you see on my screen? Am I froze on TikTok, or is it just on my end? Let me refresh here. Nope, we're good. All right. So, again, feel free to add Bucko. Yeah, I'm good. I just had to refresh my page. Yes, even though we're talking about futures here, Bucko is available. Feel free. You can ask him any question you want for absolutely free on your TikTok live chat box there. We won't even charge you for that. As much can be answered in a tight chat in a few minutes. If you want an hour and a half training, that's not going to happen. So, James says he can't use this treadmill. He's got too many clothes hanging on it. Yep. All right. So, what else? All right. I'm missing this trade to the downside. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We'll fix this up. Hang on here. Where's my trade button? And I'm coming down to VWAP. Trade. Let's go back to 50. Stop loss. See what's going to happen right here. If it's going to bounce off VWAP. I'm going to wait to see if there's a bounce. There ain't much bounce room there between there and the indicators, but I'm going to see what happens here at VWAP. I'm going to go with my prejudice, my bias, my training, my experience, that it should either pause or bounce at VWAP or close to it. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of room between here and there, but fortunately, there's enough room there for me to make some money. And as you can see, they're getting scared before it gets there. They won't even drive it all the way down. Bunch of chickens. Bunch of chickens. How am I supposed to make money with them chickens now? Is it going to bounce off of here and go back to VWAP? I'm going to set up a bunch of chickens. Bunch of chickens. How am I supposed to make money with them chickens now? Is it going to bounce off of here and go back to VWAP? I'm going to set up for that right now. If that even flinches a little bit, I'm going to enter the trade to the downside. And I'm going to take whatever little green I can get out of this. Go above the 9 there. We'll see. I was taking a gamble that it was going to bounce off there and come back down and then bounce back off VWAP and go up. All right, there we go. Now it's in the money. I'm taking that 250 just in case it don't go any further. Could I waited, held on longer? Yeah. I don't care. I can use these quick scalp buttons over here as far as that goes. I can go right here and do the same thing on the DOM, and I can go click buy and sell down here at the bottom. There's a quick buy, quick sell here, right? So now I'm up $425. Is this going to bounce here? It's in a bad spot. This is not even a place to fool around and trade at because it's not worth it till it breaks out one side or the other. Can I quick scalp these? Yeah, I can. I can do a quick buy, quick sell, and buy. How do I join on Discord? Well, you go to americandreamtrading.com. Scroll down about halfway down, I would say, our landing page, and you'll see a link that will take you right to the how to sign up for our Discord. Once you're in there, just verify your account, follow instructions. Just a couple clicks. It's not that hard. Once you verify your account, you'll be good to go. If you don't verify your account, our system will automatically, because it's pre-programmed to do so, remove you from the system, because without verification, the bots, our website bots, will think you are a spammer or a bot yourself, and it will boot you off of it. It doesn't mean you can't come back again. It just means you're going to have to do the whole process over again. So when you register for your Discord, please use, if you already have a Discord, please use the same email. It just makes things complicated. If you buy a membership, use the same email that you have with your Discord. All right, I'm going to do a quick scalp on this candle right here. Right now, I'm going to use this button down here to take my profit. There it is. Bam, 750. See how fast that was? All right, is that still a good trade? Well, I don't know. Let's see. Right there's the 21. Can I make it above the 21? I'm now up $675. There's five. Late because I'm talking. I lost money on that one. It said whatever it said, 600, and I was talking through it instead of just doing, and actually clicked late. And that's why I don't trade, again, with my real account. This extra talking that I'm doing, and you see the same thing happen to Coach. While you're talking, you're delaying your decision-making ability, even though you know what you want to do. It does slow you down. So, again, when I'm trading by myself, I'm sitting here focused. Man, I'm killing it. Bang, 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 bang. So I'm going to take this as soon as I see green, because this I don't want to go up. So if I get fortunate enough that this will go up, then I'll take it. If I see green at all, I ain't messing around, because it ain't looking too good for me right now. $239.50 up at the top, which is where I'm at. That has to sell off, and it hasn't. It's still at $239 now. It's dropping more. $238.50. So that ain't good for me. No siree, Bob. That means it's probably going to drop. And what's it doing dropping? Oh, wait a second. Got to rip the Band-Aid off eventually. All right. Let me see if I can snag you to the downside. If not, this is the danger you get into. See, it already pulled back. Again, I'm not waiting for the proper setups. I'm just in here just jumping in and out. I can snag these for some quick bucks, but I was hoping this would have went down here, but the wick got close, I guess. Anyway, this is in a channel. So when it gets like this, you just don't trade. You sit on your hands and wait. Me talking, trying to scalp these is not working out real great today. If I just sit here and do it, trade without talking, I can do that. Right? You can see it's in this channel until it wants to break out. By the way, I need to remove that one line, don't I? Whatever line it was. I think it was this one. I'll take it off so I don't have too many lines. Let's see, TikTok. Anyway, that's how you join. Go to AmericanDreamTrading.com. What is the proper setup? Well, it depends on your investment strategy. When I say waiting for mine, I play the break and hold, which is one of the many strategies the coach teaches. Depending on what application you're doing it in, is the break and hold of the 9, right? That's when it breaks the 9, which is this white line, or a critical level or critical levels, looking at the big picture. It's not so dogmatic that, it breaks, you're supposed to get in. Well, generally it will work out for you, but there's no guarantee, because you have to look at the big picture. What other things can impede my progress towards profits, right? And that's what you want to do, and then you make your decision. So what I am waiting for is a break and a hold either above the 9, or a break and hold below the 9, and then I will enter. It's a little bit more conservative trade. Am I on Discord? Yes, every single day, along with all the rest of the members of AmericanDreamTrading.com. You can search through the free section there, and you can ask questions your heart's desire 24 hours a day.
I have a question, Mark.
What's your question, Mark? That's what's at the end of a sentence asked in the form of a question.
If something we were talking about yesterday, like mixing strategies.
Yes.
If you enter on a break and hold of the 9, either
Yep.
up or down,
Yep.
way, and it turns into an EWO,
Yep.
do you at that point do you follow your EWO rule, or do you follow, because at that point you're safe to a point?
It's a better
Do you follow
trade, yeah.
The EWO rule, or do you try to stick to get out?
Well, when you say the EWO rules, what is the rule?
The rules of exiting.
Okay, well, is there really a rule of exiting, or is that a decision we need to make on our own? Right?
Well, it's a decision you make on your own, but
Right.
the diagram more or less is like on a pullback.
Yeah.
You
Shed, yes. Yes, I mean, when that happens, and it happens a lot with the break and hold, because I'm waiting. Something that's actually I'm getting in before the EWO in many instances, right? Happens. Like if I got in here on this break and hold, here's your break, here's your hold. Here's EWO just starting. I'm actually a little early, right?
Right.
This EWO, not technically, it did form. Now it petered out, didn't amount to much, right? Why? Because VWAP was right here, right? And a critical level. Came down, saw VWAP, got scared, ran away, right?
Right.
So, but knowing that, when you entered the EWO, you have to understand where all your stuff's at, right? All your critical.
Right.
So,
if
you can play this down. I would have thought it went closer, but it didn't, right?
Like more or less, it happens more towards the earlier in the day. Like
Yeah.
A double bottom.
Yes,
or a
I will
double
let it
bottom.
run more. Now
Okay.
I'm still struggling with letting my runners run because I am a scalper, right? I never
did.
used to be, but I am now, right? And so I
had the
have to
same-
fight that urge to lock in profits instead of just letting it run.
Yeah, I had the same yesterday on a play, and it. I ended up getting out of it. I shed it, and I ended up getting out. And I should have re-entered because it went down another $2 at that point. But
Yeah.
we were talking, and I was listening to Coach, and we were discussing the exit strategies with shedding and stuff.
Yep.
It's just one of those things you look at it in hindsight and think that's one of them things you got to write in your book. This is what happened.
Exactly.
Look next time.
I mean, that comes with experience also, right? The more you do it,
Yes.
that'll happen naturally, right?
Yes, sir.
There's some things we can't give you. We can't give you experience. I mean, we can give you technical knowledge, intellectual knowledge, right, that you can bank on. But to get that experience and wisdom that goes along with it, right, that you have to put all the pieces of the puzzle together, you won't even think about it, right? Remember the stress of learning how to drive a car for the first time? I got to push the clutch in and hold the brake on. I got to hold the gas in. I got to shift the gears. I got to, look at my rear view mirror, my front, and look in front of me. And it's like, there's all these things going on, and it's just like seems overwhelming, right? Do you even think about driving a car now? You jump in and take off, right? You don't even think about it. And that happens in your trading. Once you develop the skill, those things will really happen automatically, but you do need to talk yourself through the trade as it happens. Just makes it better, right? So, but yeah, when you get in, I mean, when I asked you about the rules of the EWO, well, as far as I'm concerned, if I'm already in it, okay, I'm looking, the EWO gets you in the trade, right? It gives you hopefully the best conservative entry notification. It doesn't say buy here, right? Okay, we know when the next bar is larger than the first, that is when we should get in, right? Well, however, if everything's all jammed up, we're not going to get in, right? We'll wait. So you got to put those things together. So it's the same way with me. If I was in here, okay, well, now it's going on. Oh, yeah, look, it's turned into an EWO, right? And I can just keep riding the 9, which is what I do anyway, right? It just so happened this turned into EWO. And quite frankly, if I'm already in and I'm in the scout mentality, I don't even notice this channel, this EWO graph down here. I really don't, because I'm watching my candles. I'm watching the 9, right? Seeing what's going on. Where's my levels? I rarely look at this. And you really don't need this once you're into trade, right? This is helping you get into the trade. Once you're in it, now I'm managing what's up here. Does that mean not to ignore this? No, I'm not saying that, but you really don't need it after you're in a roundabout way. Up here's where the action's at, not down here. This is showing you what's already happened. This is what's going on in real time, so you better be putting your focus where the real time is, right, in my opinion. It's not that this is not irrelevant now, because it does give you it's a visual representation. It's a wave. Stocks trade in waves, up and down, right? So, but as far as getting out, where do I get out? Should I got out here? Should I got out here? Should I got out here? How about here? Should I got out here? How about over here? What about here? You know, those are the decisions you have to make, right? You know, if you got out of here, like, dang it, look how much it went up, right? If I didn't get out here and kept riding, I'm like, dang it, I should have got up back there because look how much I gave up, right? So, you know, knowing, you know, we don't know how high up is, and we don't know how low is. So you play it, trade to trade. It's in front of you. And if it breaks and holds below the 9, I'm out. That's my criteria. It's my criteria to get in. It's my criteria to get out. So I could have made, you know, I would have got, let's just say I was in this trade. So let's just say I'm walking around, blah, blah, blah. Oh, let me go look at that NQ. All right, let's just say I got in here. Is a broken hold above the 9 yet? Nope. Oh, well, there's a break. There's a hold, right? I could have got in over here, right? Let's just say I could have got on in one of these candles here, right? We'll just say this one. So my profit line's down here. Even if I get out up here after pulls and breaks below the 9, look at all the profit I got, right? I'm down here. So why not do it, right? That's my attitude right there, this line here. So I make that yeller, just like the other one. So there's my entry time. This is my entry level. Everything above that line is profit. Is that not a great EWO trade, right? Profit-wise? Is that a good break and hold above the 9 entry, my entry criteria, the way I trade? Heck yeah. I'm in down here. Pretty much same where the EWO came, right? So they're kind of two really together, one up and then it pulled back, right? And then you entered.
So when it breaks, and then the next candle, if that candle has a wick that touches the 9, do you consider that still broken? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles over from where your yellow line is, that doji?
This way or this way?
That hammer, whatever it is, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one here, yeah.
Yeah. Would you consider that one? Like
no, if this is where I was going to enter at, no, I wouldn't. Now one thing we didn't see here, because we're looking after the fact, right? So right. This could have been going, you know, looked like it was going steady and then all of a sudden died, right? But just by looking at this, no, the answer would be no. This one would have been for sure, except for VWAP being right there, but that's neither here nor there. I want to see the candle on the break and hold be on the shoulder of this candle, the one that breaks through, and have oomph, have you know, strength to the upside, right?
Gotcha.
And again, what does that mean?
Power to it. Got some power.
Yeah, it's a visual thing. Now again, we have our other traders. As soon as it breaks or as it's breaking, they'll jump in. I had one tell me he doesn't wait for that because he don't want to give up that money. He has a higher risk tolerance than I do, right? He's got a larger bank account than I do, right? Not that that has anything to do with it, but his risk tolerance is different, right? So, does the D9 EMA override EWO? No, it's two different strategies. This is the 2-minute EWO is the 2-minute EWO trading strategy. And you enter whenever the next bar is larger than the first, and then oversimplified. You still want to evaluate where's all my indicators are at, but you want to enter there, right? You shouldn't really cherry pick, but you do want to look, right? This helps reduce when do I get in a trade, right? In a conservative manner, letting you do that. And the reason is because the EWO changes from one color red to the green, green to red, because you get a crossover happening of all these, of the price trend lines. That's what causes this to form, okay? So by using that and waiting for that event to happen, it gives you a more likelihood of making money, you know, using that strategy. Results not guaranteed or implied, right? But I've already, you know, you've seen, go through it, and I can do the same thing here. This one here would have made you money, right? If you got in this EWO, right? Let's just say right there, I'm just doing this real quick. Right there's your entry. All that was the upside, right? Had I got in over here at just the red one, here would have been my entry point here. Would I made money? Well, if you'd got out right away, you could have, but at best you probably broke even, right? Because this one come down here to VWAP and petered out, right? Just didn't want to do it. And the rest of these have been flat. You wouldn't even entered at all because this is all consolidation here. So you would have ignored this since this all happened, right? So good question. But no, the 9 EMA is, I use that for scalping. Just a trend line that, as long as it stays above that line, doesn't break and hold below the line. If I'm in here at this trade, as long as it stays on this side of the line, I'm happy. If it breaks it but doesn't break and hold and break away, like this candle's broke away here, see that? Then I would definitely get out. But if this, just because it gyrates a little bit and goes below, there's no real reason to get out of the trade, especially if I got in clear down here, right? So you have to learn to adjust and, you know, what am I seeing here? Should I get out now? And that's where your experience comes in. But this is my guidepost, my 9. If it does break below that, then I have other criteria that I will institute before I get totally out. But it depends on the situation.
Do you find your entries faster, your entries and exits faster using TradingView or Webull?
I chart exclusively on TradingView, and I use Coach's indicators to make my entering and exiting positions. That's how much I believe in them.
No, I mean like the button, like, you know, the trade buttons.
Well, I do on both.
Okay.
It depends what kind of mood I'm in when I'm sharing my screen as a moderator, you know. Lately, I've been just leaving this chart up and trading through Webull directly.
Yeah.
Other times, I'll do the opposite, right? I'll share my Webull screen, but trade directly through here.
Webull seems so, it's just so odd that you gotta, you know, you always gotta go back and get rid of your stop.
Yes, it does. That's a matter of fact, that cost me $12,000 today because I was in a trade, exited it real quick because I was already in it, and I entered another trade that I seen on my other screen, so I was in 2 trades at once, and I don't like doing that. So once my other trade was executed and it was going green, I hurried up. It was within a minute or two. Wasn't there more than a minute, probably, in 2 trades at once, and I don't like doing that because my history shows it doesn't usually work out in my favor because I'm not paying attention to both, right? So I went back in, closed it through the trade widget, but that didn't get rid of the stops that were there, right? So,
Yeah, well, I started. I was trying to figure it out. So I would exit, you know, sell. Say I was going long, and then I hit my mark. I would sell it.
yep.
And then I have the cancel all, and then hit that to get rid of my stops instead of going over the other 6 inches and finding them and clicking them.
Yeah, there's,
Close.
yeah. It just gets to be a
Weird.
pain. Yeah, it's a thing I wish they would, when you exit a trade, it would automatically cancel them stops.
Yeah, you would think.
You would think that wouldn't be that complicated or hard of a thing to do, but apparently it is. Again, nobody's perfect, does everything the way we would like it, right? Unless you want to start your own investment company, I guess we'll just deal with what the free ones give us, right?
That's right.
So,
Thank you.
and like it. Do I ever add to a position? Quite frankly, no. Whatever I bring to the dance, I take it with me. I don't. Have I ever? Yes, I have. But as a general rule, absolutely not. If I'm in with 100 contracts, I don't add another 100. Can I? Yes. Do I? No. Same way as shedding. Coach teaches the shed. That's how you make money, more money. Lock in your profits as it goes up. Do I do that? Nope. Should I? Yep. I'm all in or all out. I kind of shed. I shed all at once and then re-enter. Shed all at once and re-enter. Right. Do I have a double upsize to close and enter in the opposite position? No, I'm not going to. Yeah, I mean, I get a double top, bottoms, whatever. I know statistically that it's going to pop, or maybe reverse. So, yes, I will, when it hits it, if it pauses there for a second, I will do those quick reversal plays, get what I can out of it. It may only be a half a candle unless it keeps going, right? I tried doing that, well, I did do that earlier today and gave up some money doing it. All right, so, just the main thing is to follow coach's rules. And for those of you who didn't know, here are coach's rules.
Some of the rules. Okay, perfect question. You're asking the right questions. I like it already. I'm new here. What are the rules? That's what I'm talking about. So again, right, some of the most basic rules so I can help you guys. Think about this. Stop losses on each and every trade. What does that do? Keeps you from losing your accounts, right? Not hard. Paper trade only when you're a new trader. It makes sure you're not blowing up your accounts. You're not obviously ready for this, am I right? Think about it. Every rule I have is not make money, it's keep your money. Don't trade in the first 3 minutes or the last 8 minutes of the day. It's the hardest time of the day. I've been doing this 33 years. It's very hard. I get chopped up all the time and I'm like, ooh, it looks good. Oh, it looks good. Oh, I'm going to do it again. Oh, stop. I'm doing it to protect you, right? If you're a new trader, don't trade in the first 30 minutes because it is the most volatile, right? Until we get the shift change when volume comes in again at 10 o'clock. Because why? The very beginning is like this. Yo, 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 yo. Typically, after the first 30 minutes, it will try to decide which way do I want to go today. I'm avoiding you getting wrecked, right? Last hour of the day is power hour, high volume, hedge fund managers, making the things happen, trying to get markets to move the way that they want. I'm telling you to stay out of it. So if you're like, well, I keep getting burned up, why are you doing it? Right? Journal. It's for your own mental strength so that you can see what you're doing on a daily, consistent basis. That's all it is for. Did I trade it right or did I trade it wrong? What should I have done? What could I do better? That is what it's for, right? It's your homework every day. You guys can go back and review your trades and go over your journal and what should I have done right there and why did that not work out? It will help you, right? You're strengthening your brain and you're getting rid of your own stuff. Small position sizes. I say that because usually when you go into large, your emotions take over. You're not trading robotically. You're not trading the trades. You'll end up blowing up your accounts, right? That's when we make a lot of mental mistakes is all the difference was we're going in too big. Let the runners run and stop out the losers. Again, notice the stop part is the most important. Stop out the losers so you don't continue to lose money. If you find yourself in these bleed out sessions, oh, well, I hope. Oh, it's going to come back. Oh, we'll see. Oh, it's coming down to support. Oh, it broke that support. Maybe this next, oh, stop. Draw a line in the sand. Use the stop. And then when you guys go green, right? Like, oh, I'm up 100. I'm taking that. That's my daily. That's what I told myself. That's what I told myself. If I can make 100, I'm going to take that. It could have turned into 2,000. Why are you taking 100? Let the runners run. I notice I never said take all the runners off the table. Never said that. I've never said that in my life. We use the shedding technique. We collect as it goes. We take off as it goes because that way we are guaranteeing locking in realized profits. Remember, nothing is realized until you actually click, right, the sell button. All these rules are in place, ladies and gentlemen. They're there to help you. If you can't do these very basic things we talk about, right? How are you going to advance? Stop saying woe is me. Stop saying I don't get it. Stop saying I'm not a good trader. I guess I'm never going to get it. Yeah, because you can't follow my basic rules. They're there for a reason. Again, follow the freaking rules, right? And listen, I know when I get on you guys, I don't get to sell anything and I don't get to make any money. And it's just, I don't care. I need you guys to understand so that you guys can get ahead in life. This is what we're doing this for, right? So when I'm in this mode, right? And again, like, oh, I'm not listening to any of this. You need to listen to all this. This is where the secret sauce, this is the golden nuggets, not the coach, just call out that runner. That isn't going to do you any good, right? It doesn't matter. There's 8 million people in this room. We could call out stuff all day long. You could just hear us shouting stuff. That isn't going to help anybody. If you don't know what to do with it, what good does it matter if one is up or one is down? That means nothing to anybody if you don't know how to handle it. You might get lucky and catch a momentum, and you're like, oh, I'm a great trader, and you just keep getting out a million times. It's because it's been going in the same direction all damn day, right? Can you duplicate it? Can you recreate the process every day consistently? This is all about consistency, okay?
Here he goes, coach's rules. Very simple. Very easy to understand. Very hard to make sure we follow them like we should because we're humans and we want to break the rules. Break the rules. You'll pay for it in the end. Joe Marr says no sound on TikTok. You got sound now? Don't know. Was there sound on TikTok for that video?
We didn't have it on Zoom.
Yeah, well, I had my, I was afraid of echo. I didn't know that killed yours. Okay. No for the video. Okay, so I need to leave that other thing on. He said we didn't have it on TikTok for the video. All right, well, good thing it had closed captions. All right, so I'll leave that open the next time. All right, thank you for that feedback. Appreciate it. Thank you. I think you're okay on YouTube, though, with the way the settings that I had it. So, all right, I'll try to remember that tomorrow. I added an audio channel today, so thank you, Joe, for the feedback. Appreciate it. Wall Street asks, the only difference between my trading technique compared to another member's is the size amount. No, I wouldn't say that. He's a much more experienced trader. He has a higher risk tolerance than I do. He's more intelligence than I am. And he does, I don't know. I can't say. I never really saw him sit. I've never seen him live trade, so how could I tell, right? But yes, we do. I've discussed how I do things and asked him what he does, and he's a little bit more aggressive in what he does than what I am. Doesn't mean he's reckless. He's not reckless. It's just different, right? Everybody else, just like Coach, he's a scalper. He's a master scalper. He'll get in there and scalp a candle 20 times before I can do it twice, right? He's sharp of mind, sharp of reflex. So everybody has their own things. You do need to adjust your trading for the style that you like and how fast you are doing things, right? If you're very slow on your thinking, very slow on your mouse clicks, then and you may not want to be a scalper because you got to be quick and reflex, quick and thinking, quick in movement. Click, 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 bang, 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 bang. That's the life of a scalper. Well, you better stick to the EWO, right? So, again, it depends on your trading style, what you like to do. I mean, you should learn how to do them all. It doesn't mean you have to prefer one over the other. I highly recommend everybody should be into doing the 2-minute EWO only. It's what I did for the first full year. Worked so well, I quit doing it. Learned how to scalp. And I love that. I love that rush, right? It's a different thing. Now I'm trying to meld the two back together to where I'm letting my runners run more, holding like I should. Isn't that what Coach teaches? Let your runners run, cut your losses, right? So it's beneficial financially to do so rather than jumping in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Right? No reason for it, really. Trust your indicators. Do I trust my indicators? That's the issue. Got to do that. All righty. Thanks. You're welcome over there. I do need to cut this off a few minutes early. I got an appointment to get to here. I'd like to have an extra few minutes, but I do thank everyone. By the way, we are live here 3 times daily, Monday through Friday. Coaches live, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time daily. I'm live from here from 2 to 4 p.m. daily, and Dawn has the aftermarket show over on her YouTube channel, American Dream Trading, starting at 5 every day. Do I always use stops? Yes. That's a lie. Yes, always use stops. My stops are pre-programmed when I enter a trade. Now, you saw over here, when I click these buttons on TradingView, these little quick action buttons, it does not automatically put my stop, but you will also see me go like that, bang, right? Now, when I use the trade widget, it's already pre-programmed. No, it isn't right now because I switched. This is on this thing here. On my main computer, this is already pre-programmed. It keeps my 25 to 30 stop loss there. So now when I enter the trade, it automatically puts it on there, right? It's already, and I don't have to do anything. This is the way you should do it. Pre-programmed. When you enter a trade, you should already have your stop there. That way you're not fiddle-farting around over here, dragging stuff around. You know, you missed a button, right? So, pre-programmed each and every trade. If I'm scalping and I'm doing quick scalps, will I not use a stop? Yes. I mean, no, I won't. I'll just do this, in. Hit that button, out. Hit that button, in. Oh, look, bang, hit that button, out, right? That's how fast you can do scalps that way, right? Now, you also can lose money, right? Because if it can pull back on you, now you've lost your shirt, right? So, anywho, but always use stops, especially when you're trading on a margin account like we are here trading futures. You're on a margin account. You have the possibility of wrecking your account by having your account pull back and drain your bank account more money than what you had in your trade. And then you're going to have a margin call. And then they're going to come take your house and your kid and your wife and your car and your guitars and your guns and everything that you love to pay your debt that you owe to your broker. So we never trade without a stop. And that prevents that from happening. Right? All right. What else we got? Anyhow, upon conclusion of this broadcast and all of our live broadcasts, they are available for immediate review over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading, where you will also find, in addition to all our past live broadcasts, you will also find over 2,000 absolutely free training videos there for you to watch at your convenience whenever you feel like it. All right. Let's see. What else we got going on here? Yes, that is true, Orklo. They will liquidate you and you will be gone. Your money will be gone and you will be kicked out of your brokerage account, never to be allowed back in again if you trade without stops and it gets away from you. All right? Well, I always put my stop in afterwards. Okay, fine. Okay, I'm coming down here. I haven't put my stop in. All right, let's just say I'm going to push it here. I don't have a stop. All I got to do is slide this, right? And I'll have one. Well, I didn't put it in an entry. Okay. So what if somebody comes down? What if your significant other, oh, we got an emergency, the kitchen's on fire. Are you going to think about putting that stop on, or are you going to think about putting your fire out in your kitchen? No, you're going to get up and run away from your desk. Well, now I don't have my stop in there. Now, while I'm gone, I forgot I got an active trade, right? Or somebody just comes down and starts talking to you, let's say. And you're in a trade and you're not paying attention because you're distracted, right? Phone rings, baby's crying, a dog's barking, dog's pooping on the floor, whatever, right? Whatever distractions happening during our trading session. And I assure you that probably everybody listening to the sound of my voice has someone or something that distracts them during their live trading sessions, right? So see, I don't have a stop in here. This thing's pulling against me. I got into the upside, and it's going against me. I'm down $5,000 that quick. And what was that, 30 seconds maybe, right? So that's why you always go in with a pre-programmed one. It automatically is in there, right? When every time you enter a trade, you'll never have that issue. So if you wreck your account, that's on you. It's not because the stock market took it from you. You gave it away on purpose by choosing not to use a stop loss, right? It ain't, I forgot. No, because you weren't trained that way. You were trained to have a pre-programmed stop loss each and every trade by coach, right? Setting the proper stop loss is a skill also. How far should I? That's beside the point. Never, ever, ever trade without a stop. All right. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We will be here again tomorrow. We are live 5 times daily, Monday through Friday. Matter of fact, we start training at 4 a.m. through 4 p.m. Diamond members and VIP Gold and VIP members get up to 12 hours of live Zoom training each and every day. In the Diamond and VIP Gold actually get Saturday training, right? And that stuff's all recorded. What percentage stop do you use? I don't do percentage stop. I do by number of ticks. It varies for each one, but I always enter a trade with a minimum of 25 ticks. It's pre-programmed in. I will then, if I need to, I will adjust it wider or smaller after I'm into the trade, after I'm trades in there. Okay, so we will see you tomorrow. Glad you could be here. Hope you picked up some things. Make sure you head over to AmericanDreamTrading.com. Grab one of them promotional memberships that we got on. Heck of a deals. It's at AmericanDreamTrading.com, and also sign up for that free Discord. Yes, my default is 25 ticks. I don't need 25 ticks on everything. Matter of fact, I need larger on some other things. No, premium members do not get, yes, they get live members starting at 8:45 a.m. And they also do not get these coaches live, these indicators. It's only 2 things. You get less live time. It starts at 8:45 instead of 4 a.m. And you do not get coaches 3.0 indicators. But other than that, you get all the other same benefits, except you don't get Saturdays either. All right. Thank you very much for being here. And remember, anybody you come in contact with, make sure that you're a bright and positive influence in their lives, because you may be the only person stepping up to encourage them for the rest of the day. So I thank you all for being here, and we will see you the same time, same bat channel tomorrow. Goodbye. See ya.